This morning on our VFR 800 build, we want to get our coolant lines attached. Right here, they're completely missing. Yeah, I've got stuff that's I've already cut out before. My problem with these is you can't order them. They don't manufacture them anymore. So these are just straight hose from the hardware store, basically. And these guys, they cross between, we've got a radiator on each side of the bike. And these guys, they both cross between the radiators and connect these radiators. I think this is the one that goes on the top. And there's another one that goes near the bottom. Using some water to hopefully make it easier to slide these on here. Oh yeah. This is my clutch line. Need to attach the clutch line too. Alright, this little guy here I worry about because look, it exhausts right there. And I've got like a 90 right here. Am I supposed to run this? This is supposed to connect here. And then it goes like right into there. Am I supposed to run it behind the exhaust? Or I can't be running it in front of the exhaust. That would be crazy. So let's try and get this one on here. And then see what this looks like. We might have a problem. I think when I was fitting these hoses up and stuff, I did not have the exhaust on there. And I did not realize the problem here. So the question is, what can I do about this? I can run it like that and there will be a gap in here, a small gap. Is that enough? Alright, I don't see a whole lot of option here. I'm going to go ahead and tighten down these clamps on here. And then we're going to go to the other side and get a real good feel for how this would look. Oh, that's not going to work. That's right on the exhaust. Yeah. Let's try and shorten this hose a little bit more. Maybe then we'll be able to push it. I mean, basically need to take like half an inch off of there. Maybe that's enough to pull it up. I think I was using these last time to cut this stuff. That should work. Somewhere in that range, should be half an inch. Right, let's see what that does for us. Alright, that gives us like a millimeter of distance, space between the exhaust. You can see the gap there, I don't know. Yeah, right there. Little tiny gap between this hose and the exhaust. So I'm going to go ahead and shorten this a little bit more. See if we can't pull this hose more this way. I'm not really sure what other options I have because you can't buy, I would love to buy the OEM one, a new one, but that is not an option. I should be able to take another half inch off of that. Alright, now we've got a decent gap. Alright, so now I'm hoping that you can see there is a good gap between these two. There's our hose. There's our exhaust. So yeah, that looks good there. Looks decent on this side as well. I mean, I don't know what's reasonable or what's best for a distance between an exhaust and a coolant line. I kind of find it surprising when I actually think about it, how close a coolant line, ironically, is right next to the exhaust. So all right, we're making things work here today. Now we have to remember where the coolant overflow tank goes. Because I know it's on this side. I want to say it's over in here. somewhere. I think it might be right here. And I say that because we got a bolt here, a random bolt, and this bolt here is loose, whatever, but I mean, they got a bolt hole. I don't know, maybe? It's gotta be, right? It's gotta be. Oh, I see, there's a little nub here. It's not actually a bolt, a nub though. Put that on the nub. Oh, that's it. It's just held on by a nub and a bolt. All right, we got wires to deal with too still. All right, those wires are tucked away a little bit better. I'm still not thrilled with how they come around through here, but there's really no other option. So, all right, so stepping back to our overflow tank. This guy should go on our little nub here. And we've got the bolt up in here. It's got to be a 10 mil, right? I mean, that's what they're always 10 mil. It's just fun putting stuff back together after months. It's like, you know, getting to know an old friend again. All right, this was clearly to hold bodywork on. That's why it's got this little sort of spaced out nut on there so that something can go in between that gap there. And it's also clearly mangled compared to what it used to be, but I'm gonna stick it back on here as a reference because I am gonna put some bodywork on here. I just don't know what that's gonna look like yet. So I want a reference for where that bodywork is supposed to go. It's supposed to attach. I definitely need attachment points, right? So put that on there loosely. This guy is supposed to just run off the side here. I might want to zip tie this guy down to this hose or something at some point. And then the other big thing is this guy. This is supposed to run all the way to the other side of the bike. So, yeah, I think this will run across here. Can't be right. All right, I gotta sort this out. I figured it out. It runs on top of the cylinder, up along here. And then connects right up here, nice and easy. Coolant line's done, I think. I need to go ahead and check all my hose clamps, make sure they're all tightened down. And I think we're good. All right, the coolant system is on. Looking pretty good here. All right, now I want to see if I can get these lines here back where they go. These are just the cables for our throttle. So these got to have to run down through here somewhere. All right, I'm out of time. I've tried looking at the service manual and everything to see where this throttle cable runs. I want to say it runs underneath the frame here, around the front, underneath the frame, and then through there, but it still doesn't reach. I realize I raised the handlebars a little bit, but I feel like I should be close though. It seems like it's not even close. So anyways, I'm gonna be working on that, trying to figure that out. We'll see you next time.